Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas! And welcome back to yet another Incursio the Gamer Dungeons & Dragons quick build video. Today we have with us the weakest sinner, sinner number 1, Yi-Song. Now, of course, before we get started, a couple of things. One, this is the 12 Days of Sinner series, and with it, we're mostly going to be focusing on the lore of the IDs and their strengths and their weaknesses there, instead of their base IDs and egos. So, if you guys notice any inconsistencies, please feel free to let me know in the comments. Just tell me anything. I do read through everything, and I try my best to respond to every single comment. And if not, well, it's mostly because everything's already been harvested from the comment section, so, yeah. Anyways, of course, right, before we get started with the D&D build, let's talk about Yi-Song himself. Now, he was once the engineer, part of the League of Nine, who I believe invented the mirror, right? And of course, best known for his wings, fly, perfect wings. How ideal, am I right? And, I mean, of course, looking at him, very, very fragile guy, very average build, and Korea's favorite sinner. I mean, he is Korean after all, right? Canto 4 is amazing, by the way. I absolutely love it. Quite mellow man. He wields a senyam, which is apparently some kind of short sword. So I'm getting this out of the way now so I don't have to pronounce it later. But yes, real awesome guy. My personal favorite idea of him is Psalm Lament Yi-Song. Really cool ID. I'm going to be cosplaying him for the, I believe it's like, so there's this La Mancha Land event happening somewhere in LA. I'm going to go to it. I'm going to be cosplaying as Psalm Lament Yi-Song. It's going to be fun. But anyways, of course, moving on from that, our weakest sinner, our favorite little guy, Yi-Song. Let's get straight into the build. So Yi-Song, sinner number 1, male, high elf, rogue, 6, level 6, everything into arcane trickster. He is very straightforward, very simple, and honestly I feel, this is really good for him. He is bad in combat, but really good outside of it. So, of course, level 6, I only build the foundation. You guys from here on out, I try to keep it consistent. Let's get into our stats. Dex, Intelligence, and Wisdom. Those are going to be your main stats, with Con, Charisma, and Strength as dump stats. Now, I could have made Con higher and Charisma lower, but, I mean, why did I up Charisma? Every single time the word ideal is mentioned, he pops up and gives that silly-ass little smile. I honestly love it. It's really funny. He's super likable, this guy. For Constitution, he's also really, unhealthy looking. He's so frail. But you know what? No Yi-Song slander here. We love this guy. One of my favorite sinners. And Strength, I mean, he isn't exactly the strongest, unlike a certain someone. Now, of course, for the other stats, walking speed 30, AC 14, initiative 3, immune to magical sleep even though it looks like he needs the sleep, and 33 hit points. For saving throws, you have dex and intelligence, proficiencies, and advantage against being charmed. You have a 24, 25, 19 for passive senses, respectively, and dark vision 60 feet. This is probably one of his strongest things. Strongest things about Yi-Song, his passive senses. Now, Faust, of course, probably is stronger in that regard, but when docking D&D, I mean, there's only so much you can do. For proficiencies, here they are, and let's talk skills now. Arcana, History, Insight, Investigation, Perception, Sleight of Hand, and Stealth. These are really good stats, and just looking at it, Yi-Song's going to be really good in roleplay aspects when talking D&D terms. Now, of course, we must address the combat, the elephant in the room, if you will. Let's talk our actions. So his dagger and short sword, it's that Korean short sword dagger thing. I cannot pronounce it for the life of me. I had to redo this, take, I think, 1 billion times? So, 1,000,000,000 times. 1,000,000,000,000,000 times. You have your dash, disengage, dodge, grapple, shove, as well as one attack action per turn. Use it wisely. Bonus action, cunning action. For reaction, you have your spells and uncanny dodge. You are an arcane trickster after all. For other, you have your sneak attack, real nice stuff, and limited use, you're about to see it all. For spells, I want you guys to notice if there's a little pattern here. Let's talk our cantrips first. Dancing Lights, Mage Hand. Message again. Minor Illusion and Prestidigitation. I might change the second message, but for now, this is what we have. First level spells, we have Detect Magic, Featherfall, Shield, Silent Image, and Sleep. Now, I would like to ask you guys, does he have any combat spells? I think the answer is no, so he is not combat oriented whatsoever. Oh my goodness, this guy is just meant to talk his way out of things. I mean, if he goes into combat, he's gonna get blown down by a gust of wind and probably die from it. But, remember, no Yi-Song slander here, because he is strong in every other aspect except combat. Inventory, he has his dagger, leather, short sword, and, some items. I don't know how much gold he would have, but if I remember correctly, all the sinners, items kind of got stripped of them as they, joined the Limbus Company. I think only Otis's watch is, the thing that was able to be kept, and of course the Mephistopheles that Faust brought along. But yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything else. features and traits, we only took Rogue, so let's start with our class features there. Sleight of hand, insight, stealth, investigation, with perception, investigation, expertise. You have your sneak attack, of course. You're going to take arcane trickster, learn some spells. Ability score improvement, you're going to take the observant feat, which is real nice because, I mean, just looking into it, he can interpret other people speaking and also +5 to his passive senses. I don't really know what other feat to take. Maybe, you know, like keen senses, keen mind. I forgot what the name of it was. But yeah, this is really good. Yisang's really smart. He is an engineer, guys, and currently as a woman in STEM myself, I'm pretty sure that would be really difficult. I'm a bio major, but some of the people that I'm currently taking classes with, they are aerospace engineers, aerospace majors, and oh my gosh, I could not survive 2 days in their shoes. Now, species traits. Being a high elf, Yisang is not high, however, he does gain some good bonuses. Proficiency in perception, dark vision, Fey ancestry, trans. Now, of course, for this cantrip, I could change this message, really, and it wouldn't hurt to maybe change it to, say, light. You know, that's real nice. I don't know what Spice Bush, you know, could do with that, or I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm thinking about Spice Bush Yisang, and that's an idea I covered a long time ago. So anyways, extra language, deep speech. For feats, you're mostly going to be observant and magic innate wizard from the sage background, which you're going to take dancing lights, message, and sleep. With observant, of course, the intelligence score is ideal, if you will. For background, of course, con score, intelligence score, and for his characteristics, lawful neutral male with black eyes, medium build, about 5'9", about 101 pounds, so literally the wind could blow him away. 29 years old, white skin, black hair, and, I mean, his wings are his faith, after all. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much it. Add whatever you want to personality. Ideals. Ideal? Ideal! It's ideal, guys! Bonds, flaws, appearance, notes, and extras. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the first sinner of many. Yisang, sinner number 1. Now, of course, a couple more things because this is just the first video of many. Yeah, I'm gonna call it the 12 Days of Sinners series. I kind of find that to be a little funny. And each video will be anywhere between like 8 minutes to 12 minutes long, depending on the complexity of the sinner. Naturally, of course, Don Quixote will be the most complex, being a blood fiend. I don't have the actual Dampire race, so I had to homebrew it up a little bit, which it's really in reality just the Dampire race, but I had to create it myself, so you guys will have to create it yourself if you want to play it in D&D, as well as the Lance Master, which pretty much just gives her proficiency with the lance to use it with like one hand, which is nice, or use it without disadvantage within 5 feet. Of the other sinners, I mean, all the others are really easy and really fun, so yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that should be it for this video, and yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye and good night.